All right, boys, here we go. James Harden went out, and I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that he want to leave or thinking about leaving. I'm not. I'm not surprised. Out and then people could say like about the being a front situation thing, that might be catching him off guard. I don't think it should because think about his exit from Houston. He was very upfront. He wanted to get out of there, you know, and I feel like we thought everything was done with the Brooklyn Nets, right? As far as like the drama situation, once Kyrie can play away games and stuff like that. And I don't know. I don't know. Because even like, I'm going to put in 1.2 because, like, I guess that was a problem too with the Kyrie Irving not being there. Durant just got injured. You really don't have that good of a roster like that you're playing with, honestly. Like, team isn't really that good. But my thing is like, they were on there talking about it on TNT, and Candace Parker, was saying, well, you got Kyrie back for the road games. You're third in the East right now. Yeah, you're third now, which we all know. Come on, stop it, Kansas. Stop it, Candace. I love me some Candace Parker, but let's be honest. Like, we haven't seen number one seeds go down to the eighth seeds before. You know what I mean? And we all know that really means nothing. That means nothing. And then the thing is, yeah, you have Kyrie Irving for away games. We know every game counts when it comes to the playoffs. Every game counts. Every game counts. So let's say y'all ready to play a game 6 and it's in y'all building, he not there. And y'all down 3-2. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need him there every game. And now I don't really want to get into the situation why he wasn't playing because he got things going on like with the COVID thing or whatever. And it's like that's like I feel like half and half of people who think he should have got in, people agree with what he's doing. That's him. I'm not gonna be out here trying to campaign. You need to go get that vaccine so you can play. Like, I'm not gonna be a person because it's at the end of the day, it's your life. You know what I'm saying? You can't force somebody to get injected with a vaccine they don't want to. What are we? What is this fucking Marvel? Are we sitting here making Captain America super soldiers again or something? Like, get out of there with that. Y'all go ahead somewhere. Because half of y'all don't even want to get the vaccine, but y'all want him to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, keep telling y'all at the end of the day, people, yes, they are professional athletes, but there are people at the end of the day. They're not your fucking circus monkeys. Just because you want them to do something, they're not obligated to do it. But anyway. And then I know, he was saying stuff about the weather and people saying, like, oh, that's just complaining. But is it really? Is it really? Because remember, one, he's from California, right? And he's been playing in Houston since 2000 from 2012 to what year did he leave? He left last year, so what? 2012 to 2021, right? Or 2020, 2012 to 2020. Yeah, he would. Yeah, but y'all think about it before y'all start trying to correct me. Oh, he was there in 13. The 2012 2013 year was when he went there. And yeah, his last year was 19 and 20. That was his last year with the Rockets, right? Well, I guess he was there last year for a little bit, but was he really? But anyway, that could play a factor. The weather could. Maybe he don't like the weather. And I mean, when you don't like the weather, I mean, that's going to seem like a bigger thing than it really is when your team isn't playing good. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe it wouldn't be a thing if his team was playing better. Like, I seen some crazy stat too. Like, I don't know how. I can't remember the exact number, but I think like out of 181 possible games they could have played with each other, I think they only played 50 together or something like that. Out of 181 games, they only played 50 together. I could be wrong with that exact number, but I know it was like a crazy like amount of games they missed playing with each other. You gotta think it's sometimes two of them haven't been there. Durant played a good amount with Kyrie, but Harden barely played with Kyrie Irving since he been there. And yeah, I would be frustrated too if I was him because y'all sold me something that y'all couldn't keep. Like, you know what I mean? You sold me a product, but you didn't tell me exactly how it works. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that makes any sense. It's like I don't know. Like, y'all sold him a dream that y'all couldn't, like, you know what I mean? Y'all couldn't fulfill it. And honestly, James, you got to think. This is what happens because you have to put this in consideration. If one night somebody is down, who do I have to play with? Right? Yeah, Blake is there. And Blake ran his mouth a little bit last year about I came here, but everybody saying I was washed up, and you ain't doing shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I think we got to a point where it happens all the time in sports. And this is another one of those cases I feel like. Now, am I talking like the season's over for them? I don't want to say it like that, like it's done, like it's no way they have a chance to do anything, but the chances are slim to none. When you think about the competition they're going up against, the people that's been there, the ones who are going to be in that type of basketball shape, ready to compete at that part of the season and with the group that they've been playing with all year. Tell y'all now, boys, is a dangerous, dangerous task trying to go up in the playoffs against a team that's already had their cohesiveness, and y'all are on like game 3 of the season with each other. As great a players they are, it's still a team chemistry situation that goes into this. That's why we see is so many failed super teams throughout the history of this game. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I don't know. But if James want to, you can look into that Miami Heat situation. That's just wishful thinking for a Heat fan like me. Wishful thinking. That's just wishful thinking. But yeah, man, this is what happens. This is what happens, and the Nets does this. They do stupid things all the time, like the organization. Like even when we go back to the stupid trade of getting, I would never understand that trade when they went and got Garnett and Paris and gave up all those picks. I would never understand that trade. I would never understand it. Which those picks end up becoming Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Now, who says everything pans out the same way? Like who says they even make the right pick? You know what I'm saying? Like who even says they make that right pick? Because even when Tatum came out, remember it was still a couple questions about him because of his injuries at Duke. You know what I'm saying? So it was still questions about him. Jaylen Brown. It was possible people could have went before him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I get when people say that, but like I say all the time, I'm a chain reaction type of person. You say that like it's a guarantee the same thing is going to happen. Now, granted, I'll go with you saying, "Oh, this person would have been on the board at the time," then that's fine. That's fine to say that. That's fine to say that. But to say, "Oh, this person would have been here and that person would have been here," I think that's different if we talking number one pick. Because sometimes it's just a clear cut number one pick, like somebody that clear cut would have been number one. So I can understand that. But when you got like third picks and stuff like that, and you're saying, "Oh, you could have had the," you know what I mean? Because looking back at it, what it was 13 other teams that could have had Giannis. Wasn't Giannis? What was Giannis? 14th pick. Couple other teams that could have had Giannis. Who knew that a kid from Greece would have came out of nowhere and became what he was? You know what I'm saying? Who knew that? Who could really sit here and say that they knew he was going to be that? You know what I mean? Like, so, well, besides the scouts, because they did, the boy that did scout Giannis really did believe in him and really believe he could do it. But I'm talking about like outside of that, like who really would have like been like, yo, I'm grabbing him. Like, you know what I'm saying? So always keep that in mind before like you start saying stuff like that. But this is definitely going to be a thing. And the fact that Harden is vocal as he is about, like, I think he was even going as far as saying things like he don't like Steve Nash rotations and things like that. Like he don't like the way they rotate the players, the play calling that they do. Like he had a lot to say, man. I don't have everything word for word, but he had a lot to say from what's out there. He had a lot to say. So y'all let me know, man, what y'all think about this, and what put realistic destinations, please. If y'all gonna say destinations, say realistic destinations that y'all think he really could go to, realistically. Like, don't say a team just because it's your favorite team. Realistically, where could y'all see James Harden going? Talk to me. I need to know. And is he wrong for feeling the way he's feeling? Me personally, I think he's supposed to feel like this. Like James Harden is averaging some really, really good numbers right now. Very good numbers right now. And nobody's talking about it. MVPs type numbers and nobody's talking about it. Y'all let me know, man. Y'all know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. You might not like what's going on over here. Maybe somebody you know like what's going on over here. Send them over here. I'm always over here. It's MPB Shot. And I'm out.